Hi, this video provides instructions on making template 9 mini flower. So you'll cut all the petals according to the instruction document with the sizes noted there. And you're going to stack them by size. So we're going to start with the 2-inch flower. So we have the first 3 layers stacked, and these are super skinny petals at this size. So we're going to go with a pretty small diameter dowel rod. And we're going to do every other petal. So you're going to roll them up. So place the dowel rod down in the middle of the petal, thumb on top, index finger underneath. You're going to pinch it and roll it a little. So now we're doing every other one because it's going to be rolled up and then rolled down. So I like to roll all of them up. And it's easier for me to roll everything. So now I'm going to flip it over. And now I'm going to do the other petals. Thumb on top, index finger underneath, and just pinch it. Okay, and then we're going to do the same with the rest of the petals. I'm changing to a smaller dowel rod, and again, you're going to start with one of the petals and just kind of pinch them, hold it down and pinch, and you're doing every other petal. Flip it over, and now we're going to do the next ones, every other one. So every other petal is one is up, one is down. And now our last one on the 2-inch flower. This is a fun design. Almost reminds me of a Dr. Seuss looking petal. And then we have our 3 centers. So we're just going to place them to the side. We're going to keep them in order. We're going to do our first 3 layers that are all the same size. You're going to take your metal ball stylus, so it has a different size diameter on either end of the tool. The first one, we're just going to roll a little. We're going to roll the second one and then third one. And what that does is, you can see, depending on how much you roll, is how far the petals lift up off the ground. Add a little bit of hot glue in the center. We're going to take our petal, we'll hold it, and we're going to look for a petal and place it in between. So just bring it straight down from the top. And then for layer 3, we're going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to turn it slightly. I'm going to come directly down from the top and place it in there. And again, this is a 2-inch, so you can do as many layers as you want. Depending on the look you're going for, you could do a different center, but you are provided the center. We're going to add a dot. We rotated it slightly. We're going to look for a petal and place it in between. So come directly down from the top and then press it in there. And then we're going to add a little bit of glue. Look for a petal and place it in between. Okay, and now we're going to take our 3 centers. I'm just going to roll them up. Going to add a little bit of glue. Place it in the next one. We're going to roll it up, and now this time we're going to press down just to shape it slightly before we glue it in. Okay, and now add a little touch of glue, just a little dab, and then place it in the center here. And now we can just add a dab of glue and glue it in there. So I did this with 2 shades of purple from the Purple Passions pack by Recollections. Super cute. That's a 2-inch, so we're going to do the exact same thing for the 3-inch. So this is Nina Bright White, which is by Astro Brights now, and then Bright Yellow by Astro Brights. So I'm going to take the petals that are all the same size, keep them stacked. Place our dowel rod down in the center, thumb on top, index finger underneath, pinch it and roll it. And we're going to do every other one, so you're going to skip this one, and we're going to do the exact same thing. Can't roll, it doesn't roll too much. I might have used too big of a dowel rod. We'll see how it looks. Skip one, roll. They're not super wide. Skip one, and now we're doing our last one in this direction. Now we have every other one, so we're going to flip it over and do the same thing to the ones that we didn't style. So it's every other one rolled up, rolled down. You can flip them over as you do it if you choose to. I just find it easier to do it this way. Okay, so we definitely need a smaller dowel rod. And you can only do ones that are the exact same size. So that's why we always stack it by size. You never want to roll ones that are different sizes, because your roll won't be the same, and it'll be harder to roll them. So flip it over. This one is a lot of pinching and rolling. And now we're going to do the exact same thing. Just going to go around real quick. Flip it over and then do the exact same thing. Doesn't take too long to make these, and they're super fun. My favorite combo is the Nina Bright White with the Bright Yellow by Astro Brights. And then we have our centers. So we're going to go ahead and take the petals that are all the same size. Going to line them up. You're going to take your metal ball stylus tools. I'm going to go with a larger one here. And we're going to use it on our flower shaping mat. And you're just going to roll the center just a little bit, and each one you just roll a little bit more. So we have a couple more layers with this one, so we don't need it, the first layer standing up too much. Okay, so here's your 2 petals. Look for a petal and place it in between. So come directly down from the top and place it in there. You can rotate it slightly We're going to do the exact same thing. Add some hot glue to the back. Look for a petal and place it in between. Try and come directly down from the center. We'll take our next two petals. You're going to roll them as well. And you can add as many layers as you want. I normally do a 1/2 inch in between, which you'll see with the sizes on the instruction document. Looking for a petal and placing it in between, so come down directly from the top. We're going to take our last two, just keep them in order. Look for a petal and place it in between. We're doing the exact same thing. Rotate it slightly, look for your layers, and then look for a petal and come down directly in the center. So fun. This one we have two of the same size and then one larger. So we're going to roll that. And then we're going to roll our next two. We're going to fold it up, add some hot glue, place it down in the center of your second smaller one. We're going to fold it up, and just like we did with the smaller one, we're going to pinch it towards the center. Now we're going to glue it in. Oops. And now you can pinch these in slightly. So just fold them over at the top a little and press down slightly. Turn it over, add a little bit of hot glue. I'm just going to glue it in the center. You can just, I have a little piece of stem wire to press down. How pretty that is. So that's the 3-inch and now the 4.5 inch. So we're doing this in a little bit of Halloween colors. So again, stack them by size. Since it is a larger flower, we need quite a few layers. I'm going to take our larger dowel rod. And again, we're doing the exact same thing. Every other layer is rolled up. So just skip a petal. You want to make sure at the bottom it's all rolled. So a lot of times you can just pinch these. Flip it over. And again, you're going to roll it. Okay, that's our largest one. We're going to go to our next size. Okay, so we're going to continue with the next size. Roll one petal up, and then this one will be rolled down. But I find it easier to roll them all up, so I skip every other petal. Skip, and now that one's rolled up, so we're going to flip it over and do the exact same technique. And we're going to the next size down. So I'm going to change the diameter of my dowel rod, place it down in the middle of the petal, and then you can roll it a little. And every other petal. Okay, now we can flip it over. And then our next size, and we're doing the exact same thing. So we just have three more layers actually. So this is a bit larger flower, so this one you can use on some larger projects, stemming them. You can put them on wreaths. And again, we're doing every other petal, and then you flip it over. And then roll it up. And then it gives you the appearance that every other petal is rolled up and down. And then we have our last two. And again, I changed to a smaller dowel rod. Doing every other one. Okay, and then we have our center. So I'm just going to flip mine over. And we're going to take the top three. Are all the same, so we're going to roll the center just a little on the first one. You can roll it a little bit more, and then a little bit more, and they'll flatten out as we glue them down. So flip it over, add some hot glue. Well, I guess we didn't have to flip it over. Look for a petal and place it in between, so come directly down from the top and get her right in there. Okay, add our next layer. We're going to rotate it slightly. I don't remember if I did or not. Look for a petal and place it in between. We'll do our next layer. So then what you do again, roll your center with your metal ball stylus on your flower shaping mat. Rotate it. Roll the center of our next layer. Again, we're just following the same technique. Look for a petal and place it in between. So come directly down from the top. Got great texture. Good for fall flowers. Fall and Halloween. Look for a petal and place it in between. Come directly down from the top and press. Get 3 more layers. Look for a petal and place it in between your previous layers petals. So come straight down and press. She is stunning. Okay, look for a petal. And we're going to place it right in between, so it comes directly down from the top. I love a full flower. So look for a petal and place it in between. Use your metal ball stylus to press it in there. And now we're just going to roll our 2 centers. If you wanted to, you could add a bead or something in there. We're just going to press these in towards the center. I just go around and press in. And there is the 4.5 inch. Super fun. So you have your 3 different sizes, the 2 inch, the 3 inch, and the 4.5 inch. Thanks for watching.